Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Ellen here. Thank you so much for joining. We have a goal here. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you have not subscribed yet, go ahead, it's here. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you are new to my channel, then you know this looks very cool and normal, but if you are an OG follower, then you know that this setup is like literally very different. I am so excited for this video. Like, I'm excited, I'm nervous, I just don't know how I'm feeling. The Huda Beauty foundation, I caved and I bought this. Huda Beauty compares its last shade. This is in Hot Fudge. This foundation retails for $40 and I bought mine off of Sephora. So it comes with the packaging. It looks like this. This is plastic. I've taken this out just to swatch it on my hands but not on my face. I will tell you guys, when they said this smells like pure perfume, this, no lie, smells like pure perfume, and it smells like something your mom would wear. Like, and I don't know that if you have sensitive skin that your body is going to appreciate this foundation, because it's like, it's perfume. I really love what she's doing because she gives you a sample of her primer. This is the Huda Beauty Complexion Perfection Primer. We're gonna try both of them today to see if I actually like this primer. I did hear that a lot of people said that it sort of it felt like a moisturizer, so we'll see how this is. However, I am going to compare this to two of my Holy Grail foundations, which is the Fenty Beauty in the shade 480 and the Kat Von D Lock-It Tattoo Foundation. As you guys can see, can you see? Look at this. Look how much of that bottle I've used, like right there. I don't use foundation this much, so I have a backup of this. I have a backup of my Fenty, and we'll see. So it compares the last shade, which is Hot Fudge, to Fenty Beauty in the shade 480. It says that this is a little bit more red and that it's a perfect match for my Deep Cool 81. Now, if you guys watched my last video, you know why I was hesitant to try this foundation, because I just Nima Tang tried this shade here in Hot Fudge and it failed. It failed. But when I did my research and it compared these two together, I was like, okay, well then there's no need for me to not try it, because if it's the same shade as this, then we'll see. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swatch these two on my neck so you guys can see. So this is my Lock-It foundation. This is in the shade this is in the shade 81 Cool, and I'm gonna swatch it right here so you guys can see. Can you see that? Okay. So this is my Lock-It foundation, and when I blend it out, it looks like my perfect match. I'm gonna swatch my Fenty Beauty in the shade 480. I'm gonna swatch that right next to it, right here. They're pretty similar in shade. Fenty Beauty is definitely a little bit red. And for the first time ever, we're gonna swatch the Huda Beauty in the shade, look you guys, my camera is flipped on my computer screen, which is exactly how you guys see it. So I'm all kinds of fucked up right now trying to put this here and this here, because to me on the camera, this is, you see it on the, whatever, you get what I'm saying. So let's take Huda Beauty. I'm gonna swatch this one right next to my Kat Von D, which is this one, this first one here. So let's go ahead and put this here. That's not bad. That's not a bad match. That's not a bad match. You guys, my lights are beaming, so it just, my foundation looks so red. This is Huda Beauty. This is Kat Von D, and this is my Fenty Beauty in 480, just so that you guys can see a color combination. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put on the Huda Beauty Complexion, what is it, Complexion Perfection Primer. I can't tear this, so we're just gonna go in with a pair of scissors. And if you guys don't know, I have oily combination skin. So I am oily towards the middle of my face and dry on the outside of my face. and the primer feels really good. This is you guys, I don't like the scent of the primer. It smells almost like cinnamon to me. Cinnamon makes me like nauseous, and it makes me throw up every single time, so I don't eat it in any foods, any drinks. And so this really smells like smells like cinnamon, and because of that I will not be getting this primer even if I really like it, because yeah, I just don't want to go through that. And then for my next step, you guys should already know, I'm going to take a damp beauty blender and I'm going to dip into my Laura Mercier powder, and I'm going to set that primer in place. This is what I do for all my foundations, and so I'm not going to not do it for this, you know. Okay, so I heard this foundation is extremely full coverage. Let me see, it says use a pump or less. So for best application, pair with Huda Beauty Complexion Perfection Primer Base with a dense brush or a beauty sponge. We're just gonna go ahead and take the beauty blender. You know, mine is dirty, no judgment zone here. So I'm gonna take a pump. I'm gonna need more than a pump. Like, I just know I will. And we're just gonna dot that all over the face. So with my Kat Von D, which is extremely full coverage, I used about 2 pumps, 2.5 pumps for the most part. So I'm gonna take 2 pumps of this. You might regret it, but I hear really good things about this foundation. I don't know if, I think that beauty blender is too damp for it. Nope, it's not working with my beauty sponge. I think my beauty sponge is literally too wet. Where I'm gonna go in with my brush. Much better. Right, so I don't like it with the blender because it's moving my powder around, and no foundation has ever done that. So we're just gonna skip on that. We're not gonna do that. I'm gonna blend this down my face because for some reason, like, I hope it's translating well on camera. In person, it's not a bad match. But it's just doing something funky with my powder, especially on this side right here. Okay, you guys, so I'm a little bit torn because I think applying this was really difficult for me for some reason. Like, it just did not want to sit on top of my powder. So I don't know if it's the primer or it's the actual powder that it just didn't want to blend with, especially with my beauty blender. So I had to put that down immediately. But the coverage, I went in with, I'll say, a total of 3 pumps. I know that sounds crazy, but that's normal to me. All right, so Nikki Tutorial raves about this foundation, and she said that her soft matte creamy concealer from NARS was what she found to be the perfect match for it to use on top. So I'm gonna do that as well. All right, guys, so I'm gonna take my Creamy Radiance concealer in the, is it Creamy Radiance? No, this is the soft matte concealer in the shade Cacao. And I'm going to use a concealer brush just to apply it and see how it does actually work on this. This is also my favorite concealer to use with my Kat Von D. I think just with it being so full coverage that it just works better with those full coverage foundations. Oh my gosh. You guys, I've never seen this concealer dry like this ever on any foundation that I have ever used. So I don't know if it's the foundation that's doing this or what. Like, this is just, oh my god, Lord, I just want to save my look because it's just looking so bad. Like, it just looks so patchy right here. It's just refusing to blend. And you guys know that this is my holy grail concealer. This is a concealer that has literally worked with every foundation I have ever tried. Oh my god, you guys, like my foundation is skipping right here. The powder is skipping, it doesn't even want to stick. And right here are my dry spots, and like the foundation didn't even touch it, and so it just looks, it looks really, I hope you guys can see that. So in this region right here, it looks really dark, and in this region right above my brows, I have really dry skin there, and it just looks really dry, like, and patchy. And right here, right in this area right here, you can see that it's a different color than the rest of my faces. It's kind of like the same thing over here, where the powder is literally skipping over my skin. And I've never had that. I've never had any problems like that ever before, so I'm a little shook. I'm a bit shook, but I'm kind of disappointed in this foundation. Like, I really want to return it, but I think I need to try it without putting the powder on underneath, because it's just throwing me off a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and finish the bottom of my eye, and I will be right back. Alright guys, I am back, and my battery is dying, so I gotta wrap up this video as soon as, you know, as fast as I can. So this is my look with everything finished. I finished my eye, I put on my blush. This is the blush in, it's called Coral from Femme. I have to hold it down here because it literally blends into my background, but it's Coral from Femme. Femme blushes makes, oh my gosh, they make such good blushes if you guys are interested, and they're only about $3 per blush, and I have a lot of these actually. I'm gonna start using a lot more of them in 2018 on this channel. It went on smoothly, it didn't skip anywhere on my face. I did touch up the parts of my face where I felt like the foundations was skipping a little bit, and the more I'm looking at myself, you know, just looking in the camera and in the monitor, the more I'm liking this foundation. So I feel like I had to give it another shot. It did not work well. You know, this foundation just did not work well over my powder, because usually I'm so used to just powdering my face and then going over it with my foundation, and it doesn't skip, it doesn't act weird. But when I started doing that over here, especially with my beauty blender, it kind of started skipping. But in person, when they say this is a filter for your face, this is a filter for your face. Like, I'm liking how my skin is looking, and I don't mind the color. I thought I was gonna have to go ham on them. It is, I think it's a perfect shade between my Kat Von D and my Fenty Beauty, as you guys saw with the swatches that I did earlier in the video. Let's just, you know what, I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna check in, and it's perfect because I actually have to go to work with this look on my face, and we're gonna see how this looks. I'm not gonna have time to be powdering my face and blotting and all of that stuff, but I will be around people. If you're wondering what's on my lips, it's actually a combination of my NYX Expresso lip liner. This is the NYX lipstick in the shade Cacao, and I have my Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb on top. How lovely is this? You guys will see me apply that in the next video where I show you how to get this beautiful eye look. I love it. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't think you're leaving here without subscribing, because we're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. I want to do a huge giveaway for you guys. I really want to grow this channel, and you know, just, it's free. Just hit the subscribe button. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got this whole new setup. We're going to be filming all the time. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like and ask me any questions. I will link my social medias down below for you guys. Make sure you check me out on Instagram. You get to see a lot of my photography and creative side if you are interested in that, and just more than makeup, you know, I'm the person for it. So so far so good. I will come back and I will check in on this look for you guys, and we'll see how this holds up. Hey guys, so I am back and I'm very tired. It is currently 8:34, if you guys can see that, and it's been a good almost 7 hours since I've had this Huda Beauty foundation on, and I can go ahead and tell you guys my thoughts first. And I did not powder all day, and this is what we ended up with. So first things first, this oxidizes, because it's a lot more red on my face than when I first started out this video, and the only place that the makeup came off of is literally on my nose and that's because I wear glasses, and also my nose is the most oiliest thing on my face. I don't really feel the need to powder. I'm sitting here and I'm looking at my skin. It's matte, you guys. It's literally still on my face. It's still matte. I'm gonna try and work with it and see if maybe the powder that I put underneath my foundation is what kind of moved it to begin with in the beginning, and it just also doesn't like my dry patches at all. So if I do use it, I'll have to go in and put the foundation on with a brush over like around my eyebrow areas. Do I think they can go darker? Hell yes, because I actually think I could go darker with a different undertone. I don't really see how this is neutral because it dries and it oxidizes a little bit more red on my skin tone. It's not that bad. It's something I can definitely work with, as you can see. But can they go darker? Yes. I mean, Fenty Beauty and this one here are pretty comparable. So if you wear Fenty Beauty 480, you can definitely get away with the Huda Beauty foundation in Hot Fudge. Anyways, that's it for my thoughts. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you like this review and if you like how I checked in at the end of the night, make sure you like and comment below so that I know to keep doing it, because y'all know I get lazy. Alright, so until next time, I love you guys and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.